bring up 9/11, the terror attacks on September 11, 2001. Do you think it was perpetrated by people within the United States government? Or do you think that's maybe sometimes a little too direct, but do you think that it was fishy? There was something fishy about 9/11, Brandon?
Not to the degree that a lot of conspiracy theorists will say. I think there are certain conspiracy theories that I believe about 9/11, especially revolving the plane that crashed in Pennsylvania and things like that. Like
that was weird. Flight 93. They just said they let's roll, and we know they crashed that thing. We know they shot that down. But
I could, yeah, that's one of those where I could really see like the nation really just couldn't handle that L on top of everything. They're just like, look, we'll give them a hero story. Like that stuff like that. I understand. Building 7's a little weird. The actual towers itself, like I don't believe it was a controlled demolition. Like like physics and whatnot. Like I can see how that happened the way it happened. You flew 2 fucking planes into them. But I disagree with some of the conspiracy theorists on that element, but it's like the number one takeaway on anything is, would I put it past the government to do anything? No. It's like the Wendigoon bit of the government would never. Oh, yes, they would.
Yes, they would. And it. And that's why, Brandon, I appreciate you being intellectually honest. And, like I said, you don't have to be a total 9/11 truther, but it's just for me, why I'm very passionate about it. And remember, guys, Brandon has sponsors with probably a lot of military adjacent companies and stuff like that. So he's going to answer these things very professional, but they didn't have weapons of mass destruction, right? That is kind of weird that they lied to us about that. You're young enough and old enough at the same time to remember. They said that we were going to all get blown up in a damn movie theater, right? They said that they had these nuclear bombs and they're going to blow us up, and that turned out to be a lie. So when it just comes to that whole kind of situation, it's just an unfortunate situation, and I wish it would have gone differently. But in a way, 9/11, the country came together. The pandemic, it tore us apart. It's crazy how different mass casualty or chaotic events have different effects on society.
And I think the thing about 9/11 that brought everybody together is it was an isolated incident that was over as soon as we knew about it, to a degree. Like, it was a one-day incident. COVID was an ongoing thing. And when you have times of crisis where there's multiple strategies on how to deal with it, some people aren't prepared to have intellectually honest conversation, and they respond with emotion, which I think is what happened. That's why I think 9/11 brought us together and COVID tore us apart. My grind so refined, I got no time for no games. Ask yourself